This is 2019 higher level interpretations of accounts. We're going to calculate the price earnings ratio. So there's two steps involved here. Step number one, we have to calculate the earnings per share, and then we can calculate the price earnings ratio itself. So the earnings per share, the formula is net profit minus preference dividend over the number of ordinary shares issued. So the first thing we need to find is the net profit. So go to our trading profit and loss, and you can see our net profit here is €90,000. Okay, so then we have to calculate our preference dividend. So we need to go to our balance sheet. You can see it says 8% preference shares, €1 each, 250,000. So I'm just going to highlight those, 250,000, and the 8% there as well. So what I did was the 250,000 multiplied by 8% gives me €20,000. So it's €20,000. Okay, so the next thing we need to get is the number of ordinary shares issued. Again, it's going to be in our balance sheet. The number of ordinary shares issued is 500,000. Okay, so next thing you do is just pop that into your calculator, multiply by 100 over 1, it gives you 14 cents. Again, very important, your answer is in cent. One thing to remember is if interest is below net profit, then subtract it from net profit as well as preference dividend. So your formula would look net profit minus interest minus preference dividend. Okay, so that's the way it would work. Okay, step number 2, price earnings ratio. The market price, so that's underneath the grid. What I mean by that is underneath the balance sheet. So there it is. Market value of one ordinary share on the 31st of 2018 is €1.35. Okay, so €1.35. So the error some students make is they'll write down here 1.35, but it's not 1.35 cent, it's 135 cent. So €1.35 is 135 cent. And that's over our earnings per share, which we just have to calculate in above, 14 cent. So we divide 135 cent divided by 14 cent, and our answer is 9.64 years. Again, very important. You have years there. So that's how you calculate the price earnings ratio.